Everybody, welcome back to another reaction. Your boy Lance here for episode 10 of Kowloon Generic Romance. I believe this is a 12 episode show. I'll verify that later. 12 or 13, regardless. We are coming down to the nitty gritty of the show. We need to get some more answers to things. I think we got a lot of answers, which is really helpful, but like, I want the rest. So let's dive in, see what happens. Yeah, that's a real thing in Japan and in other Asian countries like that, where people will skip town, foreigners will skip town. It makes sense. Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. But this also could be them not being there because maybe this is the fake cologne. Well, this is the fake cologne. Yeah, obviously. But it could be that somebody stepped in. She's not wrong, though. Sometimes it is best to cut your losses and run, even if it's not the best thing for everyone else. But if it's the best thing for you, sometimes you should. Giddy. Back with Zhao Hei, who is finding himself liking this world. And Yu Long wants him to kill the fake Karaji. Because she's not real, right? Well, a lot of people work to buy clothes, but I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to blackmail him. Yeah. Yeah, I've just kind of put that together. Yeah. Mhm. And that's him 3 years ago. Yep. Yeah, I was starting to put that together. There are exceptions. Yeah, I was gonna ask that. Ooh, that's oh, got him. What's his ploy? He doesn't want the generics. He's against Humanara's main thing. He's having his depressing moment. I mean, he's got a choice to make. He wants to go back to being who he was. Excuse me, sorry. It means a lot to him. That is oh man. Yeah. Yeah. My dude. I'd be mad you just knocked the ice cream out of my hand though. Is this romance? No, it's not, sweetie. That would freak anybody out. I don't blame her for freaking out. But she's seeing what old Reiko saw. A talisman, yeah. I wonder if it's part of what's making Jintera Jintera and generic romance and all, or the generic Kumon. I think he's doing that, but I think he's also trying to figure what he wants to do. Take them off. Oh, I like that shot. Because you don't want him to leave you. Yeah, I think this man has a lot in his mind. Y'all all can eat together. Or not. But she saw those faces too. True. That is true. Well, it's people's experiences and memories that shape the faces they make. So the past version of him would definitely make faces that the future version of him wouldn't make, and vice versa. It's just how it works. It's the Bosch and Tower. It's the red light. I keep saying red light district, but it's not the red light district. It's more of just this. I wouldn't call it the slums either. It's the less savory parts of Kowloon. So I'm thinking Karaji B. You went during the night? Y'all are crazy. Damn. I think Karaji B stumbled upon the drug of Hamanari, and that's why she was taken out. That's probably the biggest mystery right now is, well, besides what's really causing all this, but is how and why Karaji died. That's true, but I think you're fine learning about this for yourself. Yes. We know you're a generic. Yao Mei, you're an MVP girl. Get yourself a friend like Yao Mei. Talisman. Well, yeah, you forgot why you were there to begin with. You just drank the Kool-Aid real quick. I wonder what happens if you put the glasses on here. Is it gonna be Miyuki? Xiaohei? Don't. Please don't kill her, dude. I thought it'd be Xiaohei to stop her, but oh, oh, she still did it. 404 website I found. Yeah, true cause of her death. Why? Yeah, thank you, Yame. That's, I mean, I get it, but not trusting and not liking are two different things. A sense of death about her. Yeah, you probably should have been the Fukuda more often. That's what we're been told. Yeah. You're more lively. Well, yeah. Yep. I mean, people who follow the channel know that I have like I used to I was happily married for a while. It would hurt me every day if this same thing happened to me that happened to Kudo. I need that as a GIF. 16. I need that as a GIF. That's funny. I love making GIFs of like random scenes in anime that I love to see. Meaning, I think he's meaning that she was so melancholic a lot and very low emotion, like, wasn't really a high key person, I should say. Are you gonna figure out it's time, Lupin? Yeah. Hey, man, true relationships are gonna be like this. Not with all the supernatural and, like, craziness of the plot, but it's gonna be great. It's gonna be painful. It's gonna be melancholic. It's gonna be sad. It's gonna be a whole bunch of shit. Quinn's like, "Nah, bitch, we gotta talk." Yeah. Yeah, you're not gonna tell him you're a spy for the father. Poor dude. He's like, "Wait a minute, why are there 2 of you?" Maybe it's because he's no longer that person, right? Yeah, I was gonna look that up, the error code here in a second. No permission to access. So, yeah, it's like a computer program almost, or simulation, like I keep saying. Girl. Okay. Since we had sex? Mm. That music swell was perfect timing. She's almost animated differently right here. Yeah, like she was free there a little bit. Yep, you sure aren't. Oh, you won't intentionally hurt him at least. There, she found it. Don't look for it anymore. Ooh. It's like the Gene Terra's telling her, just stop. Same girl, even though I'm home. Yeah, which your purpose was leaving Kowloon. Remember what Jahe said? Oh, it's the chocolate that Yulong gave her. She's been activated. Oh, go, go, Gama-chan. Yeah. So obviously there, Yulong gave her candy to basically help her break out of the mystique of Kowloon, right? Of the effects Kowloon has on people. Because Yulong has been playing this since the beginning, especially when he was talking to her, obviously. Um, Once again, a lot of stuff, right? Um, It almost feels like now my crazy theory right now is Karaji B knew what was happening, and she knew she couldn't help Kudo or be the person Kudo needs in his life, I'm assuming. And maybe she if we're going to assume she actually took her own life and not cover up by Hibinara and all that shit. We know she took all the insomniac pills and stuff. She took a lot. So you can put that together. But maybe she did find out the truth and was using Gene Terra to make sure Kudo could be happy with a different version of her that's a happier version slash a freer version of herself. That could be the case, I think. I think it's a crazy theory, but I don't think it's a bad theory either. Um, but also, could be completely wrong. But that's the theory I'm going with right now with why she quote unquote took her own life. If we go on the assumption that it wasn't some cover up thing, right? Um, yeah, Xiaohei and Xiaomei, I kind of was already putting that together just because the names were throwing me off and they looked very similar. And I'm guessing the reason why both versions are there is because 3 years is a lot to change somebody, right? So it's not a full copy or it's not an up to date copy, right? The system they're in, whatever, if it's a simulation, if it's a mass illusion thing, doesn't recognize older Xiao He as young, a younger Xiao He as old Xiao He. It's not correlating the two together. It's data, right? Um, I mean, obviously, Xiao He had a growth spurt and all this stuff. And interesting about the whole Yulong asking him to kill Karaji, our girl, and even out make saying, "Hey, you can be yourself you want to be again." And it sounds like he put the resolve in himself saying, "No, I don't wanna make Yamei cry. I don't wanna do this." Good for him, right? Because I think a lot of this story can also be used as like, "Hey, the past is the past, and you can remember the past, but you shouldn't let the past affect your present, right? Or your future." So I if that's what he's doing, great, but it could be a thing where he decides to go back on that because he really wants to go back to what he used to be. But he made a good friend of Yao Mei. Yao Mei MVP, man. I wrote that in my notes. Yao Mei MVP fucking P. She's not the smartest tool in the shed, but you know what? She's supportive. She's helping all her friends out as much as possible. She's a nice person. I'm curious what she's gonna do here, but to me, she's the MVP. Um, yeah, it's almost like the codes and stuff, and Karaji B is leading her to the truth, our girl to the truth. And what that goes back to maybe my theory more of she took her own life because she wanted to make Kudo happier, or like I said, the cover up could be another thing, and that she's trying to make sure that our Karaji knows about the cover up. But then you have the thing, don't go look for it anymore. Maybe it's something Gene Tara's telling our Karaji to be like, no, don't do it. Or Karaji B is like, hey, I'm trying to give you everything I can, but at the same time, you shouldn't look for this anymore. I don't know. It's very interesting. It could also be Hebinara. It's all that shit because we knew the Hebinara drug's a big thing here, right? That whole thing, that whole situation, is what caused this to start. Is them destroying the second Kowloon for whatever to cover up the drug, to cover up that. That's what they're implying with Miyuki and all that and all that stuff. I do love our girl, our Karaji being like, nah, I need to find the truth. She's even Persona 4ing it. I just realized that with the glasses. Damn, she's reaching out for the truth, guys. Shout out to my Persona 4 fans down below. Hopefully we get that remake announced on soon. Officially announced, I should say. Scent of Death, Gwen, Scent of Death for Karaji B. Like I said, maybe she was just she wasn't a very emotional person. She's very low key. She's always had this depression about her, maybe, and that she didn't feel like she was the right person for Kudo. That's kind of what I'm implying there a bit. But and running away is an interesting thing for the beginning of the landlady because that could be once again that could go to Karaji B, or it could be a thing for our Karaji to be like, run away from this whole situation, girl. I still think she can possibly be just fine outside. I really do. I think generics can be just fine outside. And I think that's another reason why Yulong wants generics gone because he's scared for that. Um, Minus the fact that he's been plotting with Miyuki for a long time on this. But I don't know. We should be getting answers to a lot of things soon. But one thing I did want to double check real quick is Kowloon generic romance episode counts because this was 10, 13. So 13 episodes long. So we'll have 3 left, 11, 12, 13. I about to say 2 episodes might be too less, like, not enough episodes to, I think, answer everything, but 3 feels about right. Um, but yeah, I'd be curious what they skipped. My buddy Andrew over at Talk Spirit, give him a follow if you haven't. Um, he does these, like, when his videos come out, he usually does, like, what was cut. Same time, be careful because sometimes what was cut was just moved. So just be careful when you do those videos. But yeah, I'm very curious where this ends up, man. It's a very interesting story still. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good does. Talk to y'all soon for another reaction of the show.